It was a cold, quiet night in the small town of Willow Bay. The stars were bright in the sky, and the moon lit the empty streets like a lamp. In a small wooden house near the sea, a boy named Jack sat by his window, looking out at the dark ocean. Jack was 12 years old, but he often felt older. His father had passed away 2 years ago, and his mother worked 2 jobs to take care of him and his little sister Emma. Jack missed his dad every day. He remembered how they used to go fishing together, and how his father would tell stories about pirates and ships that sailed under the moonlight. Jack whispered to himself, "I wish I could see a pirate ship, just once." Suddenly, a strange light appeared far out on the water. It moved slowly, like a shadow floating on the waves. Jack leaned closer to the window. "What is that?" he said, his heart beating faster. The light grew brighter. Jack could now see the shape of a ship. A large, old ship with tall sails and flags that moved in the wind. But there was no sound, no engine, no voices. It looked like something from a dream or a story. He ran to his mother's room. "Mom! Mom, come see!" His mother, tired from work, opened her eyes slowly. "Jack, it's midnight. Go back to bed." "But there's a ship outside, a pirate ship," he said, pulling her hand. She smiled weakly. "You've been reading too many stories. It's probably just a fishing boat. Now go to sleep." Jack sighed and went back to his room. But he didn't sleep. He watched the ship from his window until it stopped near the old pier. No one got off. No sound came from it. Just silence. He made a decision. He put on his jacket, took a flashlight, and quietly left the house. The cold wind hit his face as he walked down to the beach. The waves made soft sounds as they touched the shore. Jack walked slowly toward the pier. When he got close, he stopped. The ship was bigger than he had thought. Its wood was dark and the sails were torn. There were ropes, barrels, and a large wheel in the back, but no people. "Hello?" Jack called out. No answer. He stepped onto the pier, his shoes tapping on the old wood. The ship didn't move. It waited. Jack felt scared but also excited. He climbed the rope ladder and got onto the ship. The deck was quiet. There were empty bottles, an old map, and a broken compass. It really was a pirate ship. Then he heard a voice. "Who dares enter my ship?" Jack turned quickly. A man stood near the captain's cabin. He had a long coat, a big hat, and a beard full of gray hair. But his eyes were kind. I'm Jack," the boy said. "I saw your ship from my window." The man smiled. "Well, Jack, welcome aboard the Midnight Star." Jack looked around. "Are you a real pirate?" "I used to be," the man said. "Long ago, but not anymore. Now I only sail at night, looking for something I lost." "What did you lose?" Jack asked. The man's face became serious. "I lost my crew. My family. We made a mistake many years ago. We stole gold from a poor village. That gold was cursed. My ship became trapped in time. Every night we return, but only I remain. The others disappeared. Jack's eyes widened. That's sad. Yes, said the man. Very sad. I've been waiting for someone brave and kind to help me break the curse. Jack looked at the map on the deck. What do I need to do? The pirate walked over to him and pointed. This island here. There is a small box buried under an old tree. It holds the gold. You must find it and return it to the village. Jack thought for a moment. But I'm just a kid. The man knelt down. You have a good heart. That's what matters. Jack nodded slowly. Okay, I'll do it. The pirate smiled and handed him the map. Thank you, Jack. Now go back home. When you wake up, follow the map. Jack walked off the ship and looked back one last time. The man waved, and then the ship slowly disappeared into the mist. The next morning, Jack woke up in his bed. The map was in his hand. He showed it to his mother. She was confused, but agreed to let him and Emma go with their neighbor, Mr. Thomas, who had a boat. They followed the map to the island, a real island, not far from Willow Bay. After hours of searching, Jack and Emma found the tree. They dug carefully and found a small wooden box. Inside was gold, but also a note that read, "Forgive us." They brought the box to the town museum. The museum staff were surprised. They contacted historians, and the story of the pirate crew became known. The gold was given to a charity that helped poor villages across the world. That night, Jack looked out at the ocean again. There was no ship, just calm waves and stars above. But he smiled. He knew the pirate was free now, and so was he. Vocabulary list. Whispered, spoke very quietly. Shadow, a dark shape made when something blocks light. Pier, a platform over water used for boats. Torch or flashlight, a small light carried in the hand. Deck, the floor of a ship. Compass, a tool that shows direction, north, south, etc. Cursed, affected by a magical or bad power. Crew, a group of people who work on a ship. Brave, not afraid. Mist, light fog or cloud near the ground or sea.